If information becomes too technical, simplify. Let me guess, when you opened this video, you already had a feeling about what we're about to talk about. Cristiano Ronaldo, the greatest goal scorer in the history of the sport, the man who made free kicks look like cheat codes, the guy who showed up to a press conference once with abs that genuinely looked edited. And now, he might actually be done. Not stepping back from club football to focus on business ventures, done. Not taking a god off to recharge, done. 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 We are living through the final chapter of the most overachieving career in sports history, and most people don't even realize it's happening yet. So today we're breaking down exactly why retirement feels closer than ever, what changed, and what the end of the Ronaldo era really means for football. This isn't going to be a highlight reel. This is the explanation. Section 1. The body doesn't lie. Let's start with the obvious thing nobody in football wants to say out loud. Cristiano Ronaldo is 41 years old. In theory, modern sports science has extended careers longer than ever before. Nutrition is better. Recovery is better. Training is brutally optimized. Athletes in their 40s aren't the headline anymore. They're the trend. In practice, there's playing at 36 and there's playing at 41. You know the type. The veteran who refuses to adjust. The guy who still trains like he's 25? The player who absolutely refuses to accept what every other human being on the planet accepts around their late 30s. Time is undefeated. And here's where it gets interesting. Ronaldo's game has always been built on things that age terribly. Explosive jumping, sudden acceleration, top-end sprinting. Those are the exact skills that degrade first. So even if his brain still thinks he's the player he was in 2012, his legs are filing a completely different report. Section 2, the numbers were telling us. Now, here's the part that should make you pause. The numbers have been sliding for years. Not dramatically, not in a way that makes headlines, but if you're paying attention, and I know you are, the trend is unmistakable. His minutes are down, his starts are fewer, his substitutions come earlier. His goals per 90 is dropping for clubs that historically never looked that deep into his stat line. Translation? The system is starting to protect him from himself. This sounds simple, it isn't. Because here's the uncomfortable truth. A manager who benches a legend is making a statement. It's the loudest possible statement in football. It's basically their way of saying, we love what you've done, but you are now more valuable off the pitch than on it. And that's a sentence no superstar ever wants to hear. But every year it becomes a little more obvious and a little harder to argue. Section 3. The trophy cabinet doesn't need more dust. Let's talk about something people skip over. Cristiano Ronaldo has won everything. Literally everything. 5 Ballon d'Ors, multiple Champions League titles. League titles in England, Spain, Italy, and Saudi Arabia. European championships with Portugal. A Nations League trophy, Club World Cups, golden boots in multiple countries. At some point, the question stops being, can he win more? And starts being, why is he still trying? And honestly, that's a beautiful question. Because most of us, and I mean this, most of us would have walked away years ago. Not because we couldn't play, because we'd already won, because we'd already made our point, because the trophy room is full and the highlight tape is locked in. Ronaldo plays on, though, not for the trophies. Not really, anyway. He plays for something basically nobody in sports talks about, honestly. He plays for the proof. Proof that the standard never drops. Proof that the work never stops. Proof that the GOAT can still compete when everyone else has quit. That's either the most inspiring thing in sports or the most stubborn. Honestly, it might be both. Section 4. The Saudi chapter was always a retirement plan in disguise. Here's what most people missed. When Ronaldo moved to Al Nassr, the football world treated it like a funeral. Fans mocked it. Pundits called it the end. Commentators wrote the obituary in real time. But in hindsight, that move was actually genius. He left European football right before his body forced him out. He chose the exit. He picked the storyline. He negotiated a contract that turned him into a global ambassador, a brand, an institution, not just a player. That wasn't a retirement. It was a soft launch into legacy mode. And the Al Nassr stuff, the goals, the social media posts, the random training videos that break the internet every time he posts a clip of his abs, that's not a guy chasing championships anymore. That's a guy preparing what comes next. You know the type. The athlete who doesn't retire, they rebrand. The legend who doesn't fade, they transition. Slowly, quietly, with full control. Section 5. The Portugal goodbye we already got one hint of. Now let's zoom out for a second. Ronaldo has already had a moment that felt like goodbye. You probably remember it even if you tried to forget it. The tears during the national anthem, the post-match interviews where he gets emotional, the quiet moments after big games where he stares into the crowd a little longer than usual. Athletes don't do that when they're planning to play 5 more years. They do that when they know. You know the feeling. You've seen it in your favorite player. You just didn't want to admit it. It looks like focus. It looks like intensity. But sometimes, and this is the part that hurts. So, is this actually it? So let's answer the question. Is Cristiano Ronaldo really retiring? In theory, no official announcement has been made. No farewell tour has been booked. No Instagram post with a long emotional caption yet. In practice, the signs are everywhere. His game has dropped. His role is shrinking. His minutes are protected. His public appearances have started to carry weight. The next season of his career is starting to look less like a campaign and more like a closing chapter. So, is this the end? I don't know. But you do. If you've been paying attention, and again, I know you have, you already feel it. There's a difference between a player who is still building and a player who is finishing. Ronaldo is finishing. The trophy lifts are wrapping up. The press conferences are getting shorter. The moments are getting more precious because they're fewer. Ending, and that's why this video matters. We don't just watch football, we watch time pass. We watch players grow. We watch heroes age. And eventually, we watch them leave. Cristiano Ronaldo gave us 2 decades of impossible. 2 decades of refusing to be normal. 2 decades of making the entire sports world shut up and watch every single time he touched the ball. The era is ending. Maybe this year, maybe next, but it's ending. And the question every football fan has to answer now is, what do you do when your hero stops playing? Do you follow him into the next chapter, or do you just cherish what he already gave you? I think you already know. If this video helped you actually feel the weight of what's happening, do me a small favor. Hit subscribe and turn on notifications because we're going to be tracking every moment of this farewell. And trust me, you're not going to want to miss how it ends. See you in the next one.